What's going on, guys? My name is Evan. For those of you that don't know me, I have been around the Volvo community for quite some time, since I was 16 years old when I got my first Volvo for my 16th birthday. I'm 23 now, almost 24, so I've owned Volvos for the better part of several years now, and I specifically have owned P1 Volvos. For those of you that know, my first Volvo was a 2006 S40 2.4i. That car was amazing until it blew up for reasons that were mostly outside of my control due to stuff that the previous owner had done. But after that, I got a T5 S40. It's a 2005. Love that car, still own it. Both of those are automatic. And ever since I've owned Volvos, I've been just totally in love and infatuated with the C30. The C30, ever since I found out about it, was an ultimate dream car of mine, more so an obtainable dream car of mine, and I made it my personal goal to own one someday, and more specifically own one in a rare spec, so something that was manual and potentially an R-Design, and just all around, not, any C30 would have been fine, but more so I was after that manual transmission with the M66 and potentially something with the R-Design package, just to stand out from some of the base models that you see on the road. So I just wanted to show you guys that I have done exactly that. So here is my new to me 2009 Volvo C30 T5 with the M66 transmission, R-Design package, and it's blacked out. It's actually the slick top, so there's no sunroof, which is even more rare, especially here in the US. And yeah, so that's the car. Here in a moment, I'll do a quick walk around and show you guys the car, but it's a little rough. I don't know if you can see from the video right now, but she needs a fair amount of work. I bought it from a friend of mine. It was misfiring really bad on 2 cylinders, and I've got it running now. Actually, it does run. The engine still sounds like it needs some looking over, but it at least is not misfiring anymore, so that's great. Cosmetically, lots of little things here and there that I'll walk around and show you guys, but my plan within the next several months is to totally restore this vehicle to what it would have been from the factory, or at least something close to that. I plan on making this car my daily, and I unfortunately do plan on selling the S40, so if anybody is in the market for a 2005 Volvo S40 T5 automatic, I will have one for sale here soon. I also plan on returning the S40 back to stock, or mostly stock, so all the engine modifications that I've done to the S40 I will be taking off and putting on the C30. I'm not going to go crazy with the C30. At some point I may end up tracking it or doing autocross, but for now it's just going to be my daily that happens to have close to 300 horsepower or something in those numbers, because again, I'm going to take all the mods off of the S40 and put them on the C30. So that's that. Without further ado, I guess let's go do a walk around of the car and I can show you guys everything else. All right, so here is the car. I'll go ahead actually and pop the hood open for y'all. There you go. So pretty much mostly stock with a couple of exceptions. So for those of you can easily tell, these blue coolant lines, that's the DO88 silicone coolant kit. And then down there, you're not going to be able to see it, but there is an IPD lower torque mount. I believe there's a couple of other things that came with that, like upgrades that I'm not thinking of. Timing belt was just done. I did get 2 sets of wheels. So actually, the wheels that are on the car right now are these Focus ST Snowflake wheels, which I think look mint. So the plan is within the next couple of days, once I'm totally confident in driving it on the road, I'm still actually learning how to drive manual. I'm going to take it up to Discount Tire and just get some cheap tires mounted on these right now. That way I can get it on the road, because all 4 tires are totally different, and some of them are actually different sizes and they're all worn out. And then also there's still one Volvo wheel on it back there. I have the other Snowflake over there in the corner. right there. So the plan is to get new tires on it. That way I can at least have it road ready, be able to test it, see how it drives. And then once that's done, I plan on doing some other things. I have new coil packs, new spark plugs, a new coolant tank and cap, all new brakes, new brake pads and rotors. I think I have some other things coming too that I am blanking on, but there will be a lot. Right now it's not cleaned up because I need to do an oil change and a coolant flush, and I know it's going to be getting even dirtier in here. I would like to totally finish my work in here before I go and try to deep clean it. But yeah, so there's the engine bay. The wiring, as you can see, is has been attempted to be fixed, but not in the greatest condition, so that might be one of the projects that I do. Up until the loom right here, everything looks really good actually, so I might see about repairing a lot of there's some frayed wires and stuff, and adding new looms, just making it all nicer. So that is that. Go ahead and close the hood here. One of the R-Design mirror caps is not on it anymore, so I'm going to order one of those. There is some front end damage, so the bumper is just kind of like popped out. There's some scuffs and then some paint chipping and stuff. Totally going to fix all of this. This headlight, I can't tell if this is cracked or what. Need to look into that, but these will be restored. I'm going to do a custom headlight build in these. I've got some extra P1 headlight parts, so I'm going to build a custom headlight in those. That'll be awesome. And then it needs new wipers. Those are pretty worn down. Interior is pretty good. I actually did a wipe down of it the other day and vacuumed it out. The back seats have some staining on them, as do the front seats. This front driver's seat, actually, you can see there's lots of cracking and ripping. So my plan is I'm going to have my brother, who owns a mobile detailing business, come out, and he's going to totally steam clean the entire interior, get it looking nice. It might not be perfect, but it'll at least be better than what it is now. You can see the R-Design steering wheel is peeling. I have a brand new R-Design steering wheel that'll go on and replace that. Also, the shift knob is messed up with the boot missing. I also have a newer shift knob and boot to go on there. Center console armrest is all cracked up. I already have a new one ordered. The parking brake needs adjusted. The interior, again, overall in good condition. The floor mats are pretty stained and worn out, so gonna probably order new floor mats as well. And then the headliner is on its last leg. The previous owner put push pins in it to hold it up. So here in the next month or so, once I get the car mechanically good and running and driving on the road, I do plan on dropping the headliner and redoing the whole thing in black. So that will look pretty cool. Some of the other exterior cosmetic issues, not the previous owner before me, but the previous owner before them installed the OEM roof racks wrong, and there's a slight dent that's rusting right here. I honestly might take this. It's not a big dent. I might take this to a specialist and just pay them to do it. They'll likely have to repaint this section here. If that ends up being the case, then honestly, I might have the whole car resprayed. It might not be worth it. I might have it wrapped. I haven't decided yet, but there's a couple other like rust spots up here from rock chips smacking it and stuff. So it might be worth it to have the whole car just redone, because there are a handful of spots where the paint is kind of on its last leg, like here on the door handle, and then here on the door ledge itself. This door also needs to be adjusted. It's flush back here, but up here, I don't know if the fender needs to be adjusted, but the fender sticks out a little bit past it. The R-Design body kit is actually in amazing condition, like really, really good, except up front. And then there's some scuffing on the bumper there. And then over here, the bumper has some scuffing on it as well as a crack down there. I might be able to fix most of that myself, but I'll see. Hatch and everything is in great condition. And then on doing the wiper delete at some point. Trunk actually was mint. I really didn't have to do anything back here, so that was awesome. I did vacuum it and clean it out a little bit, but overall good shape. So that's pretty cool. Trunk struts and everything work great. Tail lights are in good shape. I'm not going to walk down this side just because it's a little tight, but overall, The really great condition for its age, I would say. There's some other damages caused by those roof racks. So yeah, there's another similar dent like this on the other side. It's just not rusting. But yeah, so that is the car, or at least everything that I can think of on it. So for the car, my goal right now, again, is to just get it on the road. I keep saying that to my wife because it does run right now and it does drive, but I've noticed there's a couple of things with the steering wheel, a couple different things like it needs new brakes. Again, my first goal is to just get it on the road, get it driving. In order to do that, I do need new tires. I'm gonna, again, keep the snowflake wheels for now. Once it's driving and on the road, then I'll start addressing some more of the cosmetic issues. So really before I start daily driving it, my goal is to ensure that the coolant is good because that coolant tank is really nasty. Oil change, and then coil packs, spark plugs, brakes, tires, a couple other things. Once that's all out of the way, I'll probably start dailying it a lot more. And that will also allow me to kind of get a feel for how the engine is running and things like that. So once it's out on the road, then I'm going to start really digging into the car, cosmetically doing some of these repairs. But for now, it's just going to be making sure that it's roadworthy, because otherwise it's just a lemon sitting in the garage. So I thankfully was given a lot of extra parts with the car. Not really sure what I'm going to do with all of them just yet, just because some of them I might not end up needing, so I might end up selling them, but we'll see what happens there. But yeah, so again, this is my 2009 Volvo C30 T5 R-Design with the M66 manual transmission. I do plan on making more videos on this car as I do different things along the way, so stick around, stay tuned, and I'll have more videos on this car coming soon. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.